Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So for today's video, I just wanted to have a nice little chill video and kind of go through my evening skincare routine. Currently, it is election day here in the US and things are pretty stressful, I'm not gonna lie. I already cast my vote, everything's out of my hands at this point. So I just want to sit here and do my skincare routine, do something that I do have some control over, just kind of unwind and relax and work on some self-care, because that's really all we can do right now is just take care of ourselves and hope for the best. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be walking y'all through my current evening skincare routine, just taking it nice and slow and chill. So if y'all are interested in watching that video, stay tuned. Before we get into it though, I just want to say thank you to all my new and returning subscribers out there. Thank you so much for giving me your continued support. If you're new here and you haven't already, just be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell button as well so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into it. So before I do any skincare or anything like that, before I touch my face at all, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands because I don't want to transfer any of the dirt or grime from throughout the day onto my skin, because that could cause irritation and breakouts, which I'm not about. So now that I've gone ahead and washed my hands, first step we're gonna get into is cleansing. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet my face. So now that I've gone ahead and dampened my face, I'm ready to go ahead and cleanse. Now, if you all followed me for a while, on my last skincare video, I know that when I was going over the cleansing step that I was advocating for the double cleanse method. I still do that occasionally, but I don't do it every day. So generally I'll use an oil cleanser only if I'm wearing makeup or waterproof sunscreen. But as you can see, I'm wearing no makeup right now and my sunscreen was not waterproof. So I'm just gonna go in with a gel cleanser to wash off all the impurities. And I find that for me personally, doing that, as long as I'm not wearing, like I said, makeup or waterproof sunscreen, it actually cleans my skin just about as well as a double cleanse. I don't really notice a difference. And if anything, I actually find that cleansing my skin this way is a lot more gentle on my skin. I find it's a lot less irritating because it's not as stripping. So what I'm going to use for my cleanser is this Naturium Mixed Greens Nutrient Rich Cleanser. So this is a nutrient rich gel cleanser formulated with a daily dose of mixed greens, vitamin C, and nourishing superfruits. It removes dirt, oil, makeup, and other impurities. It's formulated to be optimized to your skin's pH level. It doesn't have any sulfates in it, which can be stripping. It has more gentle surfactant ingredients in it to cleanse the skin, and in addition it also has ingredients like glycerin and aloe vera leaf juice in it to help moisturize and calm the skin while it's cleansing at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pump of that on my Foreo Luna. I really love using this. I was a big fan of the Clarisonic back in the day, but I really did not like that I had to keep constantly buying new brush heads. But I like that the Foreo Luna is silicone, so it's naturally antimicrobial. You just wash it off with water and it's good to go. You don't have to change out the brush heads. So I just take a decent amount and I'm just going to go ahead and massage it into my skin for a minute to give me a nice thorough cleanse. So now that I've cleansed my skin, I'm going to rinse this off with lukewarm water. You want to make sure you're using water that's not too hot because hot water can be stripping and it can lead to moisture loss as well as irritation. And then once I rinse that off, I'm going to pat dry my face with a towel. I use a separate towel to dry off my face versus what I use to dry my body, and I like to use a fresh face towel every day. That way there's no accumulation of bacteria or fungus or anything like that, and I'm not transferring any of that to my skin. So now my face is mostly dry, so I'm going to go ahead and start by toning my skin. So I'm going to use this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA+BHA Pore Tightening Toner. So this toner I love because it is mildly exfoliating while also being hydrating. I know that in the last skincare video I made, I said that I was weaning off of chemical exfoliants, but that was just to strengthen up my skin barrier, and I feel like I've gotten it to a good point now. I am slowly incorporating chemical exfoliants back into my routine, so this is something I like to use once a day at night to exfoliate my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a couple of drops like so in my hand. What makes this product special is it contains PHAs or polyhydroxy acids, which basically work the same way as alpha hydroxy acids. They exfoliate the upper layers of the skin, but they have a much larger molecule size than traditional alpha hydroxy acids, so they don't penetrate as deeply or as quickly, so they are a very gentle option for getting a nice superficial exfoliation without causing irritation. It also contains BHA. I believe it contains betaine salicylate and willow bark extract. It doesn't actually contain straight up salicylic acid, but rather salicylic acid derivatives, so it's going to have similar exfoliation properties to salicylic acid. It's going to be able to really penetrate into the pores and exfoliate from within the pores. And I really noticed that since using this product for the past couple weeks now, my pores have cleaned out and tightened significantly. I was having problems with like bumps under the skin that weren't necessarily breakouts, but it was definitely uneven texture. And ever since I've been incorporating this into my routine, that has reduced dramatically. So I like to let that toner sit on my skin for a minute just to really sink in, do some exfoliation before I start laying other products on. After that, I like to go in with another toning product to hydrate my skin again on and prep it for the other products in my skincare routine so that they can absorb better. So one that I like to follow it up with that I've been loving recently is this Naturium Hyaluronic Acid Essence 2%. It's a skin optimizing treatment with 2% hyaluronic acid. It includes 3 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid so that it can absorb into different layers of the skin to really hydrate and plump the skin at all different layers. And as well, it contains beta-glucan, which is a newer emollient ingredient, but it's really good at drawing moisture into the skin, helping to really fortify the skin's natural moisture barrier and prevent moisture loss. So this is a good follow-up treatment to use after the glow recipe to really lock in the moisture. So like the glow recipe, I just get a couple of drops in my hand. Alright, so now that my skin is all prepped with toner, I'm going to go ahead and apply a serum. So I like to keep a plethora of serums in my skincare routine, and I'll just kind of swap them out based on what my skin's needs are that day or what I want to address. So for today's serum, I'm going to be using this Naturium Alpha Arbutin 2% serum. The standout ingredient in this is 2% alpha arbutin, which helps to fight existing hyperpigmentation spots while also preventing the formation of new dark spots. I've noticed since using this consistently that my post-acne hyperpigmentation has actually faded a lot more quickly than it would with my conventional skincare. Alpha Arbutin definitely wasn't an ingredient that was on my radar before Naturium released this product, but I'm glad that I picked it up and gave it a try because I'm really impressed with my results. In addition to Alpha Arbutin, this also contains niacinamide, which is an ingredient that does a bunch of different things. It helps to regulate sebum production, it helps to also fade hyperpigmentation, it helps to boost your skin's ceramide production, so it will help fortify your skin's natural moisture barrier. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which again is a humectant ingredient, and it draws moisture into the skin and keeps it hydrated. This has a really strong ingredient list overall. All the ingredients in here work synergistically to really revitalize your skin and transform its tone and appearance. I just shake out the product and I go ahead and take 2 pumps in my hand, and then I'm just going to go ahead and spread the product together between my palms, and then again just gliding it over my face, really focusing it on my cheeks and forehead because those are the areas where I do tend to have the most hyperpigmentation, and then whatever's left over I'll just drag it down onto the neck. So now it's time to moisturize my skin, and the way I moisturize my skin is a little different. I actually like to use 2 products. So I like to just take one generic moisturizer. I'm just going to go ahead and take this CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. So this product has some really good humectant ingredients to moisturize the skin, including glycerin, niacinamide, and sodium hyaluronate. It also includes 3 different types of ceramides to help rebuild and fortify your skin's natural moisture barrier. And then whatever moisturizer I decide to go with that night, I like to go ahead and mix it in with 2 pumps of this Great Barrier Relief Skin Barrier Repairing Serum. So this contains a whole bunch of different skin loving ingredients like niacinamide, ceramides, phytosterols, rosehip oil, safflower oil, and tamanu oil. These all help to mimic and repair your skin's natural skin barrier while also helping to soothe irritated skin, and it even helps to even out your complexion. So what I like to do is I'll just take 2 pumps of the moisturizer, 2 pumps of the serum. And what I love about the serum too is it actually, even though it's a serum, has a little bit more of a thicker consistency than what I would expect from a serum. It's a little bit more like a lightweight moisturizer. So I just combine these products together to get a really nice, rich moisturizer concoction going on, and then I'll just spread that over the skin. I like to go over the skin again and just pat it in to make sure that it really absorbs into the skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with eye cream. I know that my past skincare routines, I've never really used an eye cream. It's never been a focal point of any of my skincare routines, but I actually picked up an eye cream that came with a skincare set at Target that I had my eyes on, and I love the results that I see from it. So I want to go ahead and just use that to really give my eye area a nice pick-me-up, make me look nice and awake. So I'm using this Versed the Fix Emergency Eye Mask. So this has cucumber juice, which is cooling and soothing to the under eye area, and it also includes caffeine, which is a vasodilator, which is a fancy way of saying that it restricts the blood vessels under the skin. And in the case of people that have problems with dark circles and stuff like that, that's often caused by veins under the eyes. So caffeine really helps to restrict the size of those veins so they're not as prominent and visible, and it helps to address dark circles. So I take some on my ring finger. I take about a pea-sized amount, and then I dab it together on 2 fingers. I'm gonna apply it to the under eye, and I'm gonna take this Versed cooling wand. This came in the skincare set that I actually bought from Target, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this to work this into my eye area. I put this in the fridge to really cool it down, and the coolness of this really helps to soothe the skin while also again helping to constrict the blood vessels, specifically the veins in the eye area, to really help calm any redness or purpleness going on. And then for the final product in my nighttime routine, I just want to go ahead and seal everything in with a facial oil. And I want to use something occlusive to really help seal in all the moisturizing ingredients I have going on underneath, so that doesn't leave my skin overnight while I'm sleeping. So I'm going to take this Naturium Vitamin C Face Oil. So this contains squalane, which is a lipid that's pretty similar to your skin's natural sebum. So it really helps to moisturize your skin and keep it looking supple. It also contains a vitamin C derivative called THD ascorbate, which is an oil-soluble form of vitamin C. It's stable, and by including it in this formula, it really allows it to actually sink into your skin and sink in deeper than traditional vitamin C products. I really find that this, in addition to the Arbutin serum, has made a huge difference in the brightness and clarity of my complexion. So I just take the dropper and I'll just drop a couple drops on my face. I don't want to touch the dropper to my skin because I don't want to accidentally transfer any bacteria into the packaging. I'll just take like 3 drops on my face, and then I'll go ahead and take another drop and I'll just apply that to my neck. And then for the final step, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on this Primera Clean Berry Lip Mask. So this mask contains some moisturizing butters like Mura and Shea Butter, which really help to hydrate the lips and keep them looking supple and prevent them from being chapped. It also has a berry complex included in the ingredients list, which really helps to infuse the lips with antioxidants. I find this formula is really potent. It really helps to heal my lips overnight. If I do happen to have any chapped lips going on, that tends to resolve itself overnight when I apply this mask, and it's just a really luxurious experience. So yeah, that is the end of my nighttime skincare routine. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your nighttime skincare routine consists of, what products you're loving right now. Like I said, if you haven't already, just be sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button and click the bell button so that you can stay up to date on all my videos. And I should be actually with a new one. Bye.